Feel the heat. Fakapo Vocal.
Yonse fenganala tikulota nishini mbeula.
Funya pomwenso isukamenso.
Evampeli vamafunda kupeza tekonde tevanga kampi. This is true love.
Fakapo Vocal.
To see if they can remember their lyrics.
This is Tamanga. Fakapo Vocal.
Jikashana mwali wali yemba. Oh, so we went to the first, second base.
De lolela lavu wandaile.
Munoziko, mulimavuto, mulinjala matenda na ngondo.
Fakapo Vocal.
Alete mwanga na pita, gana susha kwati akita.
Fakapo Vocal.
First time ninakuona iwe, unapwela wa smile. Daily ngana kumona, amano yala pelela. Daily ngana kumona, amano yala pelela.
Fakapo Vocal. Music hits from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Sunday. Only on Hot 87.7 FM.
Sunday again, where we have fun. Fakapo Vocal is here. We have the artists come in and do karaoke of their own songs. Some forget, others smooth. But guess what? We have B1 in the studio joining us. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, thank you for having me. So it's good to be back here. It's been a minute, yeah.
I know, right? I've looked forward to this. We've never had a sit down to have a chat. Dokumana fe here, there. Oh, okay, I've got this. This is new. Or you sent me email or any of those things. Yeah. But we've never really sat down and spoken. But I'm always talking about your music. And
appreciate it. Much appreciated. And, it's always a pleasure to be here.
Always is, right?
Yeah.
I've always said, who writes music for this man? Because it always has this, it's deep.
Yeah.
And it's always been since day one. So I want us to talk about just how it was for you when it all started. When you said, okay, I want to do this now. How? What's your journey like?
Yeah, okay. I don't really remember a time that I was not even doing this thing.
Is it?
Yeah, like I've been doing this thing
since birth.
Since birth.
Okay.
But I think professionally, obviously, after school, I never thought of it as a career. I was just doing what is just within me. I just wanted to just have things out of me.
Yeah.
It was just a passion.
I see.
It's very funny because a friend of mine actually dragged me to the studio.
Wow.
Like I was making music, like I would listen to a song. Yeah, like back in the day, maybe Chipute, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Then I would, Chipute is in Bemba.
Yeah.
Then I would do the same song in Nyanja.
Oh, nice.
So my friend was like, we gotta go to the studio.
Nice. Well, give us an example of what Chipute song that you put in Nyanja.
I used to but I'm not gonna sing it because I don't remember. It's been a minute.
This is a singing show.
Yeah.
What Chipute song?
I think that was Kaletwa valilo kumfwa. That song.
Yes.
Chechielo dashanshano. That song I would. Like it was, I used to love. I'm a big fan of PK.
And then B1 put it in Nyanja.
Wow. It's very funny.
Okay.
So that's how my friend dragged me to the studio for the first time.
So your friend hears you. You were still in school at the time, maybe.
No, after school, because we've been, we were together at the same school. Right. So obviously he knew my potential. So he knew I could sing.
Yeah.
I used to belong to some group. At school, you never really take it seriously.
Yeah. So you belonged to a singing group at school?
Yeah, I was actually a singer. I was also a rapper, a little bit of a rapper,
Don't tell me you were a dancer as well.
No, I've never really been I've never become a dancer. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then the friend tells you, let's go to the studio. What studio is this?
I keep reminding this guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember. The producer. I remember back in the day I was in Material Land.
Yes.
Down there.
Yes.
Last
deep down, yeah. I mean, I've lived in Material.
I remember this guy dragged me. Yeah. We walked all the way to Roma side.
Wow. You went to Roma side. You're one of those. Like a B-flow or something.
Every time I meet TK, I'm always telling him, anyway, remember that time I came, you did my first ever song?
Yeah. Do you remember?
He doesn't remember. He was like, no, my guy, I can't remember.
TK never remembers anything. But listen, so you go to TK. Which year was this?
I don't know. It should be 2003, 2004.
Wow. So you've been at it since that early, man.
Trust me.
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
Do you remember the song you recorded for you?
I remember it. It was an AIDS song.
AIDS?
Yeah, against AIDS Ganyimbo.
Hey.
I even remember a bit of it. Yeah. TK produced it.
Okay.
I remember when I went to the studio for the very first time.
Yeah.
TK at the time, TK,
Yeah.
he would send people back. Like you are,
There we go.
You are waiting outside. You find he's sending people back. Go go and rest. So
Go do your thing before you come here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a pretty good song.
Okay, so you do that song. Do you take it anywhere? The 8 song?
Like I said, for me it was just passion.
Yeah.
Like I was just happy to just go in the studio and do a song and listen to my voice.
Yeah.
I never really took it anywhere until the same guy.
Yeah.
And I'm still friends with the same guy up to date.
Yeah.
This guy decides, no, let's do something again. He sources. There was at the time. Back in the day, we used to have these compilation, albums. There were auditions. Here and there.
Yes.
So I remember we went to a few, studios for auditions. I think that was Soundcheck, Star Makers, back in the day. Yeah, and I was in almost all of the compilation albums.
Wow, they picked you in almost all of those compilations.
But I was not a standout act. Like I was in those albums, but nobody knew me. Well, you guys, I think you got to know the likes of Red Linso, the Soundcheck compilation, Winston. I was in the Star Makers compilation. So it's been a journey. Like before my first break, which was somewhere around 2008. That was when I did Chipute.
Yes,
I had like maybe 2 albums that nobody got to know.
Wow! So by the time this Chipute song was out, you had 2 albums. 2
albums, and in the background, I knew everyone.
Wow! So like people know you.
Yes, the music guys. Like I remember at some point I used to move with when he did that Soche song. I moved with Chocolate a bit.
Oh, Chocolate. Okay.
Yeah, Rio Munte a bit. I was doing back. That lady Nelly.
Yes.
Mamuna Wanga.
Yeah.
I would go. She opened the studio at the time, so she signed me as well. Like I would do when Rene was not there for that song. I would be the one on stage singing that song, and nobody still knew me.
Be one who could die. What? All that history, man.
Yeah. It's been a journey.
So you do those albums.
Yeah.
Who produces the albums? The ones that you did before?
It was different stuff. Like for the Soundcheck.
Yeah.
It's a whole compilation album.
That's right.
Like there was a lot of other artists in the compilation.
Yeah.
I think there was Michael. No. What's that guy? He was a keyboardist for Danny.
Okay.
Makosini.
Yeah.
He was the main producer there. There was also another guy called James.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was before I met Jerry Fingers.
Okay.
Then on the Soundcheck side, there was Willie Jinx, Ray Doe.
Yes.
On the Star Makers, which later became Digital X.
That later became Digital X. Yeah. So when first now do you, because Jerry Fingers then launches you like B1 with this song. Who takes you to Jerry Fingers? How does that happen?
It's very funny. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was in the hood, deep.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who had a studio. We used to frequent that studio. And Jerry Fingers actually paid a visit. Back in the day, I had no idea. This guy has, caught wind of it. The same guy. He used to do music, but I used to sing for him. That kind of thing. Where he likes music, but he's not that good. So I was the one doing everything for him. So he sees Jerry Fingers at the same studio. Then he runs to my house.
Wow.
Then he gets me. That's when I got to meet Jerry Fingers for the very first
time.
We talked. He said you should come to the studio, but just there at the small studio there, he did a song for me. That was Make Jr. It even made it to the album. To the album, yes.
Yeah, it made it
that was the first ever song that I did with Jerry.
With Jerry.
Then when I went to the studio, the first official song was Chipute. I remember frequenting the studio for almost 1 month, 2 months. I would go to the studio, and I was coming from far, and the studio was in Kamwala. I would go there, nothing happens. Vanista Che postponed. Until one time I was upset. I was like, okay, just refer. I'm done with this. Then I'm Chifundo. That's why he squeezed me. And I remember there was a guy already in the studio doing a session.
Wow. So you got you
that
in
day there was even Red Linso outside the studio. I remember very well.
Wow.
Then he squeezed me after 1 minute because there was a lot of people waiting outside.
Yeah.
So the guy finished. Then I went. It was one kick.
You just went in and one kick.
That was the Chipute song, and I had no faith, nothing. I was just okay. Let me just.
Who wrote the song?
I did. I've written pretty much all of my songs.
You've written pretty much of your songs. So you had already written this. Tells you get in here. Mm-hmm. Does he already have a beat?
No, scratch.
It starts creating the beat.
There was a guy in the studio, like he squeezes me. I'm Verachifundo because I got so frustrated. I was like, okay, let me just give me my money. I go back. Wow. Then he said, okay, can you engage? I was waiting. It was like a very small studio. Then this guy is recording. I'm just waiting. I'm standing.
Yeah.
Because if I go out, because there was a queue outside. Yeah. Other people will go in. Back in the day, there never used to be this many studios like we have now. So if you're not with TK, you're not with Jerry, you're not with Soundcheck.
Yeah. Listen, this is the first song, and it stole many people's hearts. Let's get you to do a vocal on this. That's what we do on the show here. So,
goodness me.
B1 is here for joining us. He's here to do this.
Fakapo Vocal.
So this is your bit.
Oh, Masingore Disney mbwerekete, mahule nayo yali mbwerekete, nangawahi chikondi chalimbikila mukabene, ikakapita kasingole Disney makakonda, nakapaneba kakameka sinima kakumbwa, olo ule mumaklabu sinima towinga, sikulina kamchikwati kanapita, sikulina kamchikwati kanapita, kukalanga na mutima.
Hey.
Chikondi changa.
So this is, and you didn't have faith.
I had like none whatsoever.
So you record and then he gives you, puts on a CD.
Apparently, I never did anything. He got, back in the day, like I'm just frustrated. He gives me like a little, ndakatengeka CD, na nagura ka CD. He gives it to me. Then I run off. I go.
Capringo.
I forget. I go a Capringo. Capringo nakajagenangu. Then I just go. I just drop it.
Kadata life.
Then surprisingly, at the same studio, that guy Kumalo.
Yes.
You used to do a bit of radio at Hot FM back in the day.
Yeah.
So he just got the song and took it
to radio.
He started playing it.
Yeah, without even approving. Just says, I
had no idea. That's how the song started. Then
wow.
I just jumped on it.
And you see, those days, yes, like the station that you mentioned, pushing the whole Zambian music agenda. Yeah. They played a big role, and we have to give them the salute, really, because
pretty
it
much
helped.
Yeah, because I know back in the day, Hot FM was doing it for Zambian music. And,
so you're there now. The song starts blowing up. You listen. What's next? It's becoming big, and people are receiving it very well. Mm-hmm. Do you start getting calls now to perform?
Surprisingly, because there was no video, there was no name, there was no face to the song.
Yes.
And I was at the time I used to sell in a bar.
Wow. Okay.
And I had shares in that bar. It's not like I was working. I remember I would, my shake, I would carry to Uber as well and nice. Order my shake. And I would sell, and people would, we used to have jukeboxes back in the day.
Yes.
They would challenge the song, not knowing the guy who sang it is actually the one that's selling the alcohol.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy like that.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome stuff. So I'm looking at your first album. So you, do you go back now to Jerry and say, let's create an album?
No, it was not even like that. After that works out, I was like, oh goodness me.
Yeah.
I can really do this thing. So I started going to him now for like everything. Jerry has been, is a figure, is a big guy. So if you don't know him, you'd feel like he's intimidating.
Yes.
But when you get to know him, like you go in the studio, he will make you feel comfortable. Because I was so scared of him.
Yeah.
Then he made me feel comfortable. Like I didn't even want to record with anybody else.
You just thought.
So I just used to go there. But one song, second song, then I just compiled everything.
So what was the next song that you recorded?
Kudala.
Because I know there's Daliso. Is it?
Oh, Kalata. Yeah.
Is that the next song?
No, I think the next song was.
Or is it Pilo?
No. Pilo was in my second album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I had this.
Oh, was it the one that you did with T-Boy?
Yeah, even that one. I think that one followed. No, that one was also in my second, I think. Nikudala,
Okay.
Yeah, apparently Daliso, that guy, I don't know how because before Daliso is one guy who, even when I was back in the hood there, with one song, this guy used to follow me Kanganizo Chokera, and he had a couple of songs, hitting at the time.
Yeah,
so
him
follow me.
Still, yes.
Yeah, so
some bangers jamming at the time.
So this guy, I'm at the studio, he just appears from nowhere. That's how he.
So he just popped up and said, I'm going to jump on this song.
Surprisingly, I've never called anyone in my whole music career, I've never called anyone for a feature.
Is it?
Mama pezagapo ngatalipo featuring.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you say you write all your music?
Pretty much.
So you wrote this as well, Kalata?
I wrote every song, every verse that I sang.
Yeah.
Maybe the part that Daliso did, maybe another.
Okay, that was it.
But everything else is mine.
I didn't ask you if it's a personal experience with Chipute? Or it's
no,
just...
I don't sing about my personal experiences.
Okay.
Usually, I'm a laid-back kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm very observant, and I like to observe what I see happening around me. But so maybe it may but not really.
So you just think them through. And in Kalata, it was...
Kalata, yeah. It was just similar. And if I tell you where I got this idea...
Where did you get the idea? We love to hear. Please tell us. We've had people that have come out and told secrets for 20 years that they've kept for 20 years.
It's a total contrast.
Hey.
It actually derives from a Tupac song.
Whoa.
Was it to my unborn child?
Letter to my unborn child.
And it went a little something like... but I can't do it because there's my instrumental in the background.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about mine.
Okay, do you want us to kill the bed?
Because I'm trying to remember how
it went.
To my unborn child.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Later to my unborn child. Leni na bwana ifaka mchinyanja manje. Niza kulembela Kalata.
Yeah, manager skill.
But the boy ifaka manje na the Jerry fingers bit. It became Niza kulembela Kalata.
Listen, let's get you to do a vocal on this.
Goodness.
B-Flow is here.
B1.
Oh, sorry, B1.
You owe me.
I owe you, B1.
Chimani nyonga mwandi ukaniwona iwe umawona brother wako iwe muline nikakuona ine nimawona future wife ine natubana twamene uzakanibalila iwe unikondaze brother iwe nikukondaze wife ine nizakuza bwanji nikayamba sitori ine niziluma lulimi ine nizafotokoza bwanji ine Kalata nizakulembela Kalata nikuze nikukonda kukamba paka mwachinikanga kukuza
That's a B1.
Hey, listen,
sick tune.
Awesome. We have someone who loves this song in here, my colleague.
Awesome.
Legacy. When you talk about old school Zambian music, Yeve, Kalata. Oh, sure. Wow. Awesome stuff. One of my favorites from you, and I think I would have thought this song would have been bigger, is this one here.
Oh, yeah. I think you played it quite a lot.
I did, right?
I remember.
I mean, you've had bangers over the years. I just don't think this one was appreciated enough.
Yeah.
So again,
I feel the same for most of my songs.
For most of them, eh?
Yeah, because the thing about my songs is that they tend to, because they're slow.
Yeah, slow burners. They grow
gradually grow.
Yeah. So T-Boy also just showed up at the studio.
T-Boy is actually my childhood. We grew up together.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he was like, used to hang out. He's my brother, but my young brother.
Right.
My young brother was the closest friend to me.
Okay.
Like when he was in grade 8, I was in grade 12.
I see.
Yeah, okay. So we grew up together. I've always known him since he was a kid.
Awesome. So again, you wrote this,
everything,
and you put it together
for his verse. Yeah.
And So you wanted to do this by yourself, I guess.
So chabe, like,
and then
it happens like for every song. If there's another person in the song, that person just happened to be there.
And then they showed up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you to do a vocal on this.
Really?
Yes. You remember the lines?
I hope I do.
B1 is here with T-Boy on this one here. It's called Moto. Yeah. Again. The deep words.
Fakapo Vocal.
Uja wa kudala senzo kulenga mushe senzo kufaka fiwelo enzo kusunga njala poku yenza eve enze maspidi enze wa madizi. He was a drunken driver pochinja gia eve enze wa marafu enze wa madizi enzo kubunkisa bunkisa. Manjelelo mami wanipeza neo ine super driver. Baby niwe moto kayanga niza kuyenza mushe mami siniza kubungisa bunkisa. Iwe ndiwe moto kayanga niza kuyenza mushegelo siniza kubungisa bunkisa.
T-Boy.
This is about where T-Boy goes in, right? Ah man, I love this song.
Yeah. And this guy, we shot the video, and the guy was not even in the video.
Oh, he wasn't in the video.
We actually shot with him. Then I go to pick up the video.
Yeah.
The video guy just removes it. I don't know what happened.
Sana karipe.
You know, he was my boy. I was like, okay, I think they had some issues with the guys. So I was like, okay, it's all right.
Yeah, my industry, I was sure. Let's listen to some voice notes here. B1 is here.
Goodness me.
What do you think?
Morning wa Gary once more zona wachitamushe maletako na B1 zona ni kudara wakamba tenzo pempa zona baimbeko cheja ati kumayadi ati ushe kumayadi shani something like that wakamba kanyimbo kaja kama nipanga wakamba muwauze wakaimbe before wakalipochoka che studio muwauze wakamba wakaimbe cheka kumayadi kaja na ufirefi ati kumayadi kusuma something like that. Yes wakamba zatipangira de wakamba B1 bakudara zona although tinabazi baleta awo ni bati bakudara guys.
Cheers Sukra.
Ayo muze ukaira kaleko serious kaira hapa kairi bagona kairi chani wena B1 wanachoka hapo robwanji. Tukambire ko zona bakamba tufuna na indangu zona bakafampure pochi wena B1 bakamba ni kudara. We are enjoying your show bagamba. Sutra boss once more.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Gari mwachitamushe ndine amflipa matero city mwemu izivira. Kwa kuna choka wamena oyo B1 kwenzi orondora. Nifuna che nimbo ya taito siniziva. Tenze na mfana mairo tenzo ise chinga tunaipezi. Nimbo yetu fona ni
tigimbo ya mene wakamba.
Niji yana pundati zodwa. Iziti zodwa wabantu. B1 shenki dari sofo parakoso. Please, mumuze, Fakapo Vocal.
Nice one. Thanks for coming through. Hot FM, hello, good morning.
God. This is Isaac from Komboka.
Yes, sir.
Awachitamushe God. Iwe B1. Unasobera kuti. Unasobera kuti. Ala Chipute nenzo imvera maningi tabe.
Wow.
Yenzo nipanga iwe ufuliko bwera mu industry kuba nyamulako bafana abawene balipwa.
Yeah.
Waizi baitaso.
Vambeka boss.
Like Zambian, my friend.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Yeah.
Keep it up.
Thanks a lot for coming through.
All right.
B1 is here. So someone says, that's what Drunken Driver was all about. Hey.
Yeah.
That's what the song is about. Listen, B1 is here. He's still performing a few more songs. We are making him remember some lyrics to some of his biggest songs that has made us bop to over the last few years.
Hot 87.7 FM. Somebody call the fire department. The heat is on. Hot FM. We are the biggest. Hot FM at 20. The heat is on.
Morning wa Gary. Washitabureta B1 wa Gary.
Manje ija story ya Neri. Anaenda kuti Neri wamene kaka mzunguzungu wa Gary. Ufusire nkondo kuri B1. Anaenda kuti. Ufana.
Yes, good morning Gary. Good morning B1. Wow. I'm happy to know that you're still there, man. It has been so long. Yes, the only thing I'm asking right now is to have a feature.
Bagari zona marasta pa everyone uravo bagamba B1 bagamba mweni last bagamba so apam man panga che bagamba udara enzo wana manga kajaka makapanga mapena ni computerize ganshi ni odijaba takambera hapa so hapa manje tangana motivated bagamba times funny mwaziwa batimbire pocheka ja bagamba munikulurukireko nilipa urendo ndo wanga nachokera kutali nipita kutali
B1 is here for joining us now. He's done what, 2-3 songs now?
I think I've done 5.
Yeah. So let's move now in your journey. Success. Now we've established that B1 can sing and is talented. He's got the skill, writing skill. You hook people with the way you play around with your words. Then came this song. That's
Perfecto.
You look. At weddings, kumakala tutoma love and shani, but inyimbo yoro wedding, bafuna iride bantu. Where was the inspiration for this, man?
Well, if I tell you where I derived it from, like every song that I have actually has a story.
Yeah.
Like for Perfecto, initially it was supposed to be a political song.
Hey,
I'm telling you
serious?
the truth. Like I remember at the time, we had I think there was this MMD. PF and whatever. You know, I'm not that much into politics.
Yeah.
So I was just frustrated. Like I was in the background. Like I wasn't content with the people that were there, that were running for whatever.
Yeah,
whatever it is. So I was like,
that were vying for all those things.
And stay convincing. So I was like, but in that I have no choice. I still have to choose one amongst these guys.
Yeah.
Maybe with the least problems, according to me.
Yeah.
Then I want to some pain food. I want to panga mshemushe nyimbo. Some point at time I'm politics foot because my fans are pretty much everywhere, so I don't want to divide them like that.
So when you chose a side.
Yes, I was like, okay, let me go for this one. Though I don't like him, but I gonna less. He's got less, troubles. Like I would settle for this one. But since I'm not satisfied, but I have no choice.
Right.
So it's like in a situation where I put it in a love relationship kind of thing. I was like, okay. It's like women, they always, maybe growing up, they are told, okay, you have to find that perfect person who simply doesn't exist. So, Papa, many wajamene swali perfect.
Yeah,
that's my manager.
Okay.
Wajamene swali perfect. Make that same imperfect person, modding mshemushe, mpangeko perfect in a way that you would want them to be. So that's how you change the concept. That's pretty much how it happened.
Okay, listen, let's get you to do a vocal on this, man, because this amongst many songs established to say B1 is here to stay. So if you're joining us now, yes, B1 is about to lace a vocal on Mr. Perfecto.
Fakapo Vocal.
Congratulations, mami. Congratulations, mami. Uli nazaka sate koma ukali vejini wa mentena koma ndiwe chikali. Congratulations, mami. Unkaleke ya fumami umakana bamuna ati si mataipi yako iwe ndiwe chikali. Virgin power ni virgin pride, virgin power ni virgin pride. Koma vejini kote alibe maketi Koma vejini kote alibe maketi Uza mupeza kutimwa muna alibe kamsango Niwe vejini sanka pocha bepa vipua Kulibe perfecto Mr. Perfecto Dine chabe chipua
Come on, man.
Dine chabe vipua Yellow man.
Oh, right.
I can't even try doing Yellow Man's vocal. It's a machine.
Awesome stuff. So, best decision. Do you have regrets for changing it from a political song to?
Absolutely not. You know, I had a way that I used to do my songs.
Yeah.
You know, and I still do that to date. You know, like I would meander around a situation.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm trying to say this, but I would, you know, artistically go around it.
Yeah.
To have people talk about it. I remember back in the day, I was maybe I think this song and Chipute, it was almost banned somewhere, but I tried to explain to people to say I'm an artist. I'm not gonna sing a straight love song. Like I have a way of
playing around with words and all. Yeah,
it was just the way that I love to do my music.
I mean, great. Like I was saying, this song was everywhere, man. Whatever event that you have. Now, kulira twaso. Baja kuma last endo sida. Usambera chati. Hello.
Perfecto.
Because you go to these events, you're like, you have to jam this, and people.
I think this has been a life-changing song for me.
Yeah. Banger, man.
I remember, I moved. I took me pretty much everywhere.
Took you places, huh?
I toured Europe, America, specifically because of
this song. Let's pick up some calls. Good morning. Mushe bwanji mwe.
Tao kaya matupanga bosi.
Nakupangani ka?
Na Perfecto mche.
Tilichema bwana mche mushe.
Watukumbuza kudara panyansi. Nisikize kama mushe. Mwazo kuta bosi yangu ya nyuka ile hapo. Notiza mtima mbira kwa nyimbo magari hizi. Alikuwa kazana zama original wa bosi. Mnikuti.
Awe tili mu kitchen bosi. Tapika maningi hapa za kusevingani.
Mniza kama kana nilipokatamba ile pa TV pa TV. Yani ngoja alakamba niko zone kaja mjimachi dumbo so.
Oh, show me money.
Yeah. But wakamba nitumika radio face nangera futi nayo muri live ku radio. Akamba zona tu batikumusha kudara zona wakamba.
Nice one. Thanks a lot for coming through,
ziko mabosi.
Cheers. Yeah, my producer is on me that we didn't keep Yellow Man's vocal on the beat. Yeah, our producer will show now. So listen, let's move. Yeah. Then you did another banger. Ati Mwanjini. So again you went on and what I would say quote unquote controversial. I don't know if it's not controversial really because you're speaking things
exactly
that happened.
Exactly, and it was very difficult finding people who actually understood what I was trying to put across.
Yeah.
But every time I found one, I would feel really happy about it because, like in every song that I had, I was trying to push. There was some message that wasn't really expressed, and I wanted to talk about it through music.
Yeah. So, inspiration for this?
It's an everyday thing. Like I said, I derive my inspiration from what I see happening around me.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I like to be around women.
Yes.
That drama.
Yes.
I'm very quiet, trust me.
Yeah.
I would get to my stories and say nothing.
Okay.
Then boom.
Play with them and out there.
Exactly.
They become a song.
I've had a few instances where people come up to me and say, I've got this story, whatever. Then I put it in a song. This is I think a common story. People being married for years and years and having not seen the fruit of marriage.
Yeah.
In us bearing children. Then blame game.
Yeah.
It's the husband, it's the wife. Then I just try to be artistic about it.
So you heard a lot of women complaining.
Exactly.
And that's where the inspiration came for this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You feature a lady on this.
Yeah.
Our story is your sister?
Exactly. That's actually my elder sister.
This is your elder sister.
Immediate elder sister.
Ah, okay.
And the funny thing is that Hassan is the one that produced my song, Kwa George.
Ah, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, that's my same father, same mother. That's my elder sister.
This is your elder sister.
Yeah, she was the musician in the family.
Right.
I was the shy one. I was doing my thing, but in the background. But yeah.
So did it shock them that you become the bigger star of the family?
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it like that because I've always been running away from stardom.
Yeah.
Since inception.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
And it's been chasing you.
It chases me, but I keep running.
I 100% understand what you're talking about. That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Not wanting to get out there, but
yeah.
When you choose a certain industry, you just have to take it. Yeah. So let's have you do a vocal on Sikilti.
Fakapo Vocal.
Tankala maningi pamozi mami bajitiribe mwana Vana yamma kuniseka bantu ninakwatila deko Nikaleta paselo kunyumba kulibeola ndila ni ya bwanji Siniziba wamena linavuto paliweona neo Siniziba wamena linavuto paliweona neo Sikilti ni kubedi Sikilti kubedi mami Sikilti pa nyumba mami Ili paliweona neo Ati sivanga zive vamene Imachitika kubedi tikavala mado That's the lady's voice.
That's Deborah in here now.
Yeah.
Your sister.
Ati sivanga zive vamene Imachitika kubedi tikavala mado Na inewa mani seka daddy
That's how they're doing this part. Yeah. So how easy was it or how hard was it for you to convince her to get on the song?
It was very easy. Like I grew up seeing her do her thing. Like she would do it in the house.
Yeah.
It was just like tea anyway.
Ah, seriously?
And I get her in the studio and I sing my part. I say, I want you to do this, but in a female arrangement. Nachoka studio and Kalata.
And then she does her thing.
Yeah, I come back. I was like, okay. And she did one take. I was like, okay.
Wow. Impressive, man.
Yeah.
Love that. And it's a big song. This next one here, you jump on it. It's a song by Pentagon.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got a B1 footprint on it. The signature is B1.
I pretty much wrote the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean it. If you listen to it first time, you're like, in B1, yeah, new.
No, it's Pentagon has been my guy, my right-hand guy for the longest time.
Right.
We've done very, very good works together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you listen to him sing, there's also a B1 touch in whatever.
That's right. So he's got a lot of influence from you.
I have my protege.
Ah, right.
I would say
that's the right word. I have a story with this song. Some years back, I think 2015. I don't know. I'm somewhere there about.
Yeah.
So we borrowed a friend's car, one of these big cars. We were driving to Livingston, and we played this song back to back. Wow. You know what I mean? Because you were the man at the time, man. So I always remember that whenever I listen to Pentagon B1, Chishala. Again, the story. Yeah, it's things you listen to.
Self-explanatory, man. I was just open. There's things I see happening around.
Yeah.
It's a very common scenario. Where you find, you go men. Not everyone, of course, but we like going out there. We get, we get with these people. And we get things that we're not supposed to be taking home.
Yeah.
And we implicate innocent people. So yeah,
that's true, man.
You dump all that thing that you get out.
And I kind of like the balance, because some would sing message, specifically targeting, speaking for the women.
Yeah.
But I think there's a balance with your messaging, really. So you think you can do a vocal on this?
I'll try.
You will try? Let's have B1 do a vocal on Chishala.
Fakapo Vocal.
I'm not gonna do that.
Biwani fatali wenze opalala Perfect. Si wenzo ziba lusaka unalibena ndalama anali first lady wako si wenzo ziba novala ni wamene wapa nyumba anakupanga panga anakusambika paka wawama umatenga maule inotenga matenda noleta pa nyumba kuli madamu wako ankala chala Chishala chako wamupanga chala Chishala chako.
Wow, man, listen, impressive is what we're going to say. Totally impressive.
Hopefully.
B1 is in the studio. How do you think he's doing?
Magwira nshite matakwa B1 zona mwaposheko tipemba tsonga timbiro kaza kapwa fwampura na jino kanini kaza kazana mbana jino kanini kaza bakamba nkudala
ndiye katika mimi namba na jino kanini yako manji. Thanks a lot for coming through. More voice notes. Let's listen to another one here.
Morning Gary. This is the voice of Mark Piri. B1 muliche
laka mabwana muliche Monga ni mufriji
8 years ago, B1 featuring Rough Kid, My Village Girl, niwe muluwana nipasa au matupanga B1 abwerera mu industry we oneka mugati wasoba wabwerera B1 we have missed you mdala, we have missed you.
That, by the way, is one of my favorites from you. It's coming up shortly, but let's go to this one here. When it was your time, you're in prime, getting them all out, big jams. I missed this song somehow. I had left. I left Hot, and I was like, so when I came, I was here, and they were like, yeah, be one. I said, easy, right? I missed this song, but when I heard it, I was so hooked, man. The word play again, on Scooby.
I would want to listen to this song.
Do I'm carrying Scooby. He doesn't want to do a vocal on Scooby.
you know, this song never really came out. You know, how you even know it? I'm surprised.
We love this song, man. Okay, just run us through how it was writing this song.
Yeah, Scooby, just like any other song. And I feel like what you said about my songs, some of my songs where there's a lot of content, they really never really made it. This was one of the songs. Like I had so much faith in this song.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
But why? Why didn't you push it?
You know, I've always had a way of doing my things. And it came out at the same time as all these bangers.
Yeah.
So I was doing everything the same. It was just pretty much swallowed.
I see.
Yeah, because like I said, it was a slower, gradual. You know, it was like it's a song that would just
grow,
capture people's, captivate people's emotions. Gradually,
grabs your attention.
And suddenly.
Look, man, your words, if I can remember, ati ngatisuma mjesa galu yako panyumba azakaenda akapeze galu friend. Those words, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna pass on this one.
You're gonna pass? I could have sung that song with you, man. Kaida's boy. I don't know whether it was Kaida at this time or was back to Rough Kid.
I think it was Rough Kid.
Okay. He found himself at the studio?
Rough Kid.
How did he jump on the song?
Rough Kid, I think, came to do his... He was in the car. I was just told, Rough Kid is outside, he's in the car.
Yeah.
And I went and grabbed him.
And you thought this is the song you wanted to jump on?
I was like, oh, Nabuera. Kind of bad. I started writing. He got back in the studio. It was as quick as one, two, three.
And that's how it was. Listen, let's get you to do a vocal on this. B1 on Village Girl. It features Rough Kaida.
Fakapo Vocal.
Vena babisama muma makeup kuzipenta vachosa kaselofi vakatenga vakatana pa Facebook. Hey, vafuna chabe vagonge muntu. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Iwe wabwela kuchoka kumunzi nachiwo. Bewina wangandiwe wakumunzi gelo kulibe wina wangandiwe. My village gelo niwe mulungu wananipasa. Diwe mulungu wananipasa. Kulibe wina aoneka mushe mchitenge kuchila iwe. Diwe mukule ndiye hairstyle ukachinja nishi wala savikuti. Fashion yako oni vitenge kukutenga out si pressure awe kukutenga chabe pachi mtengo cha mango. Diwe mulungu wananipasa. Kulibe wina monga weo. Kukutenga chabe pachi mtengo cha mango. We village chicken yanga. Olowa niseke siwaziwa veba misinga.
Hey. Oh, I love the video to the song as well, man.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely. Goosebumps material here. B1 doing his thing. Send us your voice messages or your calls as well. How do you think B1 has done? Let's listen to a voice note.
Gary, how are you? Hi B1.
Hey mama.
Well, what's up? It's been a minute. You know, B1 umnapanga mlando. You know that song of yours?
Oh, okay. I'm happy.
Baby nzimo toka yanga Zakuyenza Moshe. Hey, that very song. You know, my sister had this boy, showing interest in her and stuff, and she introduced this boyfriend. By then he wasn't yet the boyfriend, he was just showing interest. So she introduced this guy to a friend of hers who was in a toxic relationship. So
yes.
For a minute, my sister stepped out of the car because she went to get something. When she came back, Moto kabalila. Nishipa chani hapa pa radio palila mini nyimbo ya B1. I said baby ndiwe moto kayanga. That friend was crying kuri uja boyfriend wa munzaki. Imagine. B1 now man.
For a moment when unavela tunapanga melandi na oh my god, I'll see mimba, let's hope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, just quickly before we go, recently you did this. Which stole people's hearts? Yeah. I'm guessing because you lived in Matero, Landa area.
Yeah, I've pretty much lived everywhere in Matero constituency.
Is it?
George, Matero East, Zingarume, pretty much everywhere. Dilanda West, Dilanda Chanu.
That area.
Yeah.
So that's where the inspiration came for Kwa George.
Exactly.
Okay. So when did you just say, okay, I need to do a song, and then you say that your nephew is the one to produce this?
Yeah. So, apparently, I was just visiting my sister.
Yeah.
And this boy had a studio, a bedroom studio.
Right.
So I was visiting. Nipita pa sitting room na vira kanyimbo na vira tu na pina pale na vuti na chani vinopanga yo. Natoke na vira kabit kamini aka natoke. Let me see if I can do something on this.
Is it? So the beat is what drove you to the studio.
This one I never went to the studio with the song.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna check a beat. Then I just said, anyway, hold it right there. Let me see if I can do something.
And you started writing around it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a very interesting story. I know that there's many that have loved this song, man. Obviously, fans of B1. Let's get you to do a vocal on this, B1. Right. Just quickly before B1 and we get to the news.
Fakapo Vocal.
Baby, ndiwe we mungeli wanga, ninaenda muvyalo sininakupeze. Ndiwe we mungeli wanga, ninapita na chalo sininakupeze. Baby, ninaenda ku Amerika, ninaenda Australia, ninasakila chalo sininakupeze. Ninaenda Nigeria, ninasakila kansi wenze kwa Georgie. Kwa Georgie. Kwa Georgie. Kwa Georgie. Kwa Georgie. On a beautiful day, nange namo nisakile iwe baby, kupeza mukazi nishiyavala na Brazilian hair, Brazilian hair, Brazilian hair. Sinenzo ziva alibile tuna chikondi, wenze kutimami neze wasova, wenze kutimami neze wasova. What took you so long, my baby? What took you so long, my baby? Oh,
Hey, man. B1 doing his thing. Wow.
We mungeli wanga, ninaenda muvyalo sininakupeze.
Listen, man, listen. Awesome stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
Where are the doubters? Where are they? Eh? Where are the doubters? There. Rate B1. Go to Facebook, hit us up, and also follow the show on YouTube. If you missed out, you're just joining us now, the show is up there on video on YouTube. Thanks a lot, man, for coming through.
Like I said, it's always a pleasure being here on Hot. And I want to say thank you guys for what you're doing for Zambian music. Continue pushing that envelope.
Yeah.
Just a quick one, just to answer. People are saying, hey, why me, whatever. Yeah, guys, I'm coming back. The thing is that when you're growing up, sometimes my priorities are much quiet. Now I've got kids and stuff, but I'm still doing music. Music is my number one.
Yeah.
So obviously this year there's going to be 1, 2, 3, or maybe an album coming.
There we go. Once again, man, congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing. That's a wrap on the show. The news is up next with Wansa.
Hot FM. The heat is on.